Despite ancient roots, Asmara, the capital of Eritrea, is most famous for its 20th century architecture. After becoming the capital of the Italian colony in the late 19th century, the city grew to become a sizable town by the 1920s. In the 1930s, the city grew substantially as tens of thousands of Italians moved to the region in preparation for the Mussolini-planned invasion of Ethiopia. In this environment, the city became a kind of experimenting ground for modern architectural designs. Thousands of buildings were built in various styles, including futuristic, Novecento, rationalist, and Art Deco, part of the grand city plan that also included boulevards, wide sidewalks. The majority of the structures in the historic core date from the 1935 to 1941, by which time Asmara was the main city of Mussolini's empire in Africa. Some of the best examples of bold and mystical modernist structures include the aircraft-inspired Fiat Taglero gas station built in 1938, with a freestanding concrete Cantervilla roof, and the Cinema Impero built in 1937, with a circuit board inspired of facade. The buildings in the historic core of Asmara have remained relatively untouched since the 1940s. Intermittent unrest between Mussolini's defeat in Africa and independence in 1991 prevented a large-scale construction in the capital. Following independence in 1991, the government of Eritrea established a program to preserve the unique architectural heritage. Amongst pressure to resume development after being listed on the watch list in 2006, the city of Asmara received a wealth of international attention, and with assistance from the World Bank, the government established a historic parameter to protect the architectural heritage. Shortly afterwards, Asmara's early modernist architecture was featured in a traveling exhibition and workshops, a documentary film on its architectural merits, and a number of high-profile travel articles featuring this preserved urban landscape. Although a comprehensive catalogue of the most modern buildings in the town was created, Eritrea has been unable to continue its progress in the development of guidelines for the management of its architectural heritage. And so far, this is no finalized master plan for the conservation of the historic core of the city. Asmara represents one of the most concentrated and intact assemblages of modernist architecture anywhere in the world. Nominated as the UNESCO World Heritage Site, the urban design with historic parameter has remained untouched since its original implementation and subsequent evolution throughout the 1930s. The buildings are superlative examples of various styles of modern architecture in a preserved urban landscape.
Audio Jungle.